Hi, Alex Rivers from America's Got Talent. Last time, you didn't really get along with the Karolina Protsenko. now I'm now I'm
I
not
have
gonna get along
no
with.
interaction with them at all. There's no getting along if I've never talked to those people before in my life.
But what did I tell
Th-
you? I,
I I
I
I,
want
I
your
was
honest
put
opinion.
you put an artist in front of me and I gave my honest thoughts. They said whatever they had to say under the video, and then I never saw whatever it was that they said.
Well, um, in the end, great song by Linkin Park. It looks like she has gotten older. I guess that's how age and life works. But she's in America. I don't know where she is, but a 6-year-old's going to join her.
Doesn't she play in Santa Monica?
Does she
I think that's where
really?
she plays at. Yeah, because yeah, she plays at the Santa Monica Promenade, if I'm not mistaken, because I did violin shopping in LA and then I busked in LA back when like COVID started. There was like forest fires and I played at the Promenade. It's very competitive.
So this is like a mall.
It's like an outdoor mall.
Okay, here we go. Well, I gotta say the dress. I don't see everything, but the dress looks
It's
beautiful.
beautiful.
Is that a small violin? It looks smaller than the other ones.
No, it's a full size.
Okay.
Honestly, to be honest, the people who only use anything under full size are probably like elementary school kids. I think by middle school they're already using full sizes.
Do you think she's a top five violinist in the world?
No, no, no,
But
no,
she's learned
very,
how to. She's
very, 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 very far
is she
from
a
that.
top
Just because,
five popularity wise
oh, she's probably number two popularity wise in the world because I
after
think
Lindsay?
Lindsay's number one,
Okay.
Lindsay Sterling's number one, Charlene is number two in popularity. And even though she is like leagues better than me and Lindsay Sterling,
She's better than Lindsey
she's
Sterling.
yeah, she's better. Well, to my opinion, from what I've seen her do, because it is why I respect her a lot because the repertoire that she plays that's not pop music, like the classical things that she plays is out of this world difficult, and she doesn't really showcase that on the channel because the classical music not really going to do as well as the popular music. But what I've seen her do, her skill is way past mine, and it's way past Lindsey Sterling's. But both her and Lindsay are top two in popularity. But is she in the top five best violins in the world? Very far from it because it's a field where they're the top of the world, top 10 violinists are practicing like 16 hours a day, playing like NASA rocket scientist level music that is
Okay.
so incomprehendibly hard that I can't even explain it. It's mind-bogglingly hard. And but that doesn't mean that she's not talented. She's definitely better than a lot of violinists that I know.
When
She's in a very advanced league.
I'm gonna push play and just go like this if you want to say something about anything she does. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So far, it doesn't. It it doesn't necessarily sound like I the actual song. It's kind of different, but
Yeah, when I think of like this song, I think of what is the name? Chester, is it Chester Bennington who like raps on the song or like one of the members?
yeah,
Um, I think of the rapping and it's kind of hardcore, but this is like a more slowed down, mellow, like elegant version, which is like I love it. Um, she's kind of the way she moves around is very her brand, and it's just so peppy and happy, and like she's like moving around, but the song is so sad. That's the only takeaway I would point out. It's like she's moving so happy and like frivolously and like just like happy go lucky, but the song is so sad.
I don't think she's happy.
Look at she's smiling and she's moving so much, and it's like
Hold
I mean,
on.
yeah, that's what she does. That's her branding. Like she does that in her performances. But when the song is really slow and sad, at least move a little bit slower. But the
Okay.
violin playing is good.
Look at how little the kid looks like in this.
That's what I was. Yeah, I was like that kid is also really talented because it's like, look at how little he is and he's playing the piano so good already.
She probably should have. Maybe she should have put his name in there so he could have got some, credit.
She
Why is
probably
it
did because look,
6 year old?
her her whole family is very very artistic, very very talented,
The dad
and
can sing.
they also have very very money, very very money. So
They came from Ukraine,
it's
I
no
think.
wonder, huh?
I think they came from Ukraine, like right before the war, or as
Oh
like,
wow,
yeah. Okay, let's
that's
finish this.
crazy. I think her whole family plays instruments, as far as I know.
What did you say?
Like the mom and dad also are musicians. I think that's why they put her in violin and stuff like that.
Oh yeah,
Because the whole family's talented.
and then the random 6 year old is very talented too.
Everybody's gonna do something.
Okay, she's smiling. You're right. Okay, now I hear the song. It's like one long intro because they're really not going into like the any of the, but it's still beautiful. They're just really not going into the actual song for me.
Hmm.
Okay, we got
I think it's more like a violin, like she's kind of just doing her own interpretation of it. Like I know when you have a song that has a basic melody and then like a bunch of rapping over it,
okay,
you can only work with so much. You can work with the melody in the background that's gonna just kind of keep looping, like the piano, don, 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 don,
yep,
don, don, don. And then with the violin, when it comes to rap songs, like trying to like imitate with like the lyrics, it's not really gonna sound good. It's gonna sound like a lot of repeated notes because with rappers, they're not going up and down scales. They're not doing all these crazy like singing melodies. They're really just talking in rhythm to something and rhyming words, but not necessarily changing the
yeah,
notes. So you have to kind of be creative with those songs. And I don't think that this song is like a rap song at all, but I mean,
no,
it kind of is.
you know one thing.
I
Oh no,
tried
no,
so
why?
hard.
Yeah, it's a singing
I'm trying to think
and
about it,
rap
but
song.
I can think of him and being like, yeah, doesn't even matter how hard you try, you know? So
Yeah,
yeah,
but keep that in
she's
mind
doing
every
what she
time. He's not. He was
can.
like, yeah,
yeah, she's doing using the resources she can to she's working with what she's got.
Okay, let's finish it off.
I hope you enjoyed our little rendition of this song. My little brother Leo, he's only 6 years old, and he plays the piano so, so well, and I'm so proud of him.
It's her little brother. Let's see if we can
That's
see.
crazy. I wonder if she's using her because one thing about Carolina is she's kind of like me in the sense we love acoustic violins a lot. So, and those are like the wooden violins, like, and so she will bring them out on the street. I won't. I will leave them at home because they're expensive.
Yeah,
But she was testing out this certain French one that was like $20,000 or something, or like at least $20,000. And I think she was like, "How do you guys like the sound?" I was watching a video of hers where she was like testing out a French one, and I also love French violins. Like I swear, some people say that there's no, like they're all different, but I swear some of them from certain countries sound a certain way. And I always like how like sweet and airy and like peppy the French ones sound, and then the German ones sound a little bit warmer, and then the Italian ones are loud and they are like aggressive. So it's
which
crazy.
one did she was she gifted from Lindsey Sterling on Kelly Clarkson? Do you know what kind of?
Okay, here's the thing about that. And I
Okay,
would just say it because like I hate lying. Like I
okay,
just don't like
okay.
this is why I'm not famous because it's like I will just say it. The violin that Lindsay gifted her is not a professional violin. It's a mass-produced violin from Yamaha. And it's fine for beginners or intermediate players, maybe in high school. But the level that Carolina's at is so advanced. It's like it's actually college level, which is a huge jump from high school level violin. It's a huge jump. So the violins she's looking at purchasing are gonna be 20,000 to $100,000 violins or six-figure violins. That's the violins that can compete and hold up with the repertoire that she needs to do and the techniques that she's doing. Those violins won't choke out. Those violins can handle what she needs to do. And that's not even talking about the pop music. It's the classical stuff that she's going to practice to get better with. She's not going to be playing with these like $1,600 or $2,000 Lindsay violins because that's the violin that Lindsay has produced is a $2,000 Yamaha violin. And it's not a professional one. So when she got it from
Mm.
Lindsay, it was a nice gift, but I knew that she wouldn't use the violin seriously. She would probably have it in its case and she would appreciate it a lot. And like it was a very
Yeah,
sweet moment. And it's not really about the instrument, it's not about how much it costs. I understand that. But in terms of like what she's going to use outside and to play with and to practice with, she's not going to touch that
I don't
violin.
expect her to, but don't you think that Lindsey Sterling would have gave her something that maybe she used on tour and stuff rather than a mass produced? I'm sure she signed it and everything, but if it was,
No, I mean, I know Lindsay uses it on tour, and that's her
she
decision.
does. Okay.
That's totally her decision. But for what Carolina practices on and what she performs with, she needs a great sounding instrument, especially somebody her caliber with like 6 million subscribers. She's very particular about her sound quality and making it sound good, like and all the stuff. Sometimes I think it's even recorded in a studio and overlaid over the street performing track, which is normal because you want it to sound. If you recorded it outside, it would sound like crap. It
Okay.
would. So I think I my theory is that she records in the studio with a very nice violin with a very nice mic, pays somebody to mix it well and line it up with the video and edit it good so that everything looks great. And for that, you're not going to be using a $2,000 violin. I played a $4,000 violin a few weeks ago and it sounded like a shoebox. Just for reference, it literally sounded like a
Seriously.
shoebox. I can't imagine that Lindsay's $2,000 violin, which is really suitable for kids, like literal high schoolers or middle
But
schoolers,
she's
it's
not, we
fine,
don't
but
consider her a kid, right? She's
not
a
no no
expert.
no 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 because her age has nothing to do with it. She's so far advanced. Even when Carolina was 12, she was college level violinist already. She's so far ahead of her time. It's insane. She's so good. So when I say kids, I mean like literally high schoolers that have been playing for 2 or 3 years. That's what
Yeah.
Lindsay's violin is probably appropriate for. And those who just want a Lindsay violin for the novelty of it, because it's a Lindsay violin. So there's a time and place for certain instruments, and that one has no place in any of Carolina's performances unless she just wants to try something new and just play with a Lindsay
Okay.
Sterling brand violin. Sorry about
I,
the long-winded thing, but the
no,
instruments
we're
Carolina
good.
was looking at are 5 to 6 figures to seven-figure $1 million instruments that
Holy
she was.
shit.
I don't think she bought the Stradivarius she was playing, but she was playing on a Stradivarius at one point. They're leagues and light years beyond the a $2,000 instrument. The $2,000 instrument looks like it seems like a toy in comparison to what she really uses. That's how I know that the Lindsay violin is sitting in her closet somewhere in a case, and it's
Closet.
probably not going to see
No, it's
much
on a
use.
mantle. Come on.
Okay, so wait, what?
I think it's on a mantle, not in a closet. You're not in the back of a closet. It's on a mantle.
And just to reiterate, it's not to say that the instrument that Lindsay has is bad. It's just not appropriate for a college
Okay.
level player like Carolina. It's appropriate for a high schooler or somebody who's been playing for 2 or 3 years or 4.